because Apple is greedy.
That's exactly what I wanted. I was like, okay, so Audacity's great, and I love Audacity, but I can't find everything on Looperman. I really need GarageBand. And so I have to do nothing short of making myself a Hackintosh.
Yeah. And so I'm wondering, though, potentially if GarageBand's instruments, built-in instruments, because that's what a lot of people ask me for, is because I want the built-in instruments bit. And I've been wondering if GarageBand stores all of its instruments or built-in instruments as like WAV files or something, because then it'd be just as easy as copying them over.
That's what I asked Classic Man to send me 7 months ago. I was like, hey, can you just give me all the loops? And he goes, yeah, I'll do that, and that was 7 months ago.
It'll be done in no time.
I could probably ask one of my friends of a friend's of a friend who has a Mac, and
the thing is, Classic... I can only assume that Classic Man is like... He's like working with the compressor in the background for the last 7 months because of the amount of riffs and stuff there are.
Oh, yeah. That's true.
So
I'd have more to comment on that, but I haven't even figured out how GarageBand works yet.
You really haven't?
I swear I haven't. I haven't really messed with it. I
don't blame you. It's not that simple, actually.
So, anyway, as a comment, if anybody asks you for Final Cut or GarageBand, just respond Sony SoundForge, Sony Vegas.
Yeah.
I don't like Sony Vegas. I prefer Premiere Pro.
I have never used Final Cut at all. My brother, it's just awkward because my brother is a Mac guy, and he, of course, he has to have it because he is a filmmaker.
Oh, yeah. That's kind of the same deal with James Rolfe.
Oh, yeah. He just come out with the making of?
Yes, the making of an AVGN episode, and he actually talked about why he's going with a Mac instead, but I actually sent him an email and asked him a question instead. But for daily use, do you just use Windows? And he says, yeah, it's only for the Final Cut Pro and everything that I have the Mac. Everything else, I just use a Windows computer.
It's really, because, like, my problem with Apple is they make good programs, but they make good programs that you can only get on one operating system.
That's the great thing about SNES 9X. It's cross-platform!
Oh, shut up.
Yay!
Wait, that was 2 topics ago. Quiet.
3 topics ago.
Oh, yeah, it was actually. Okay. But, I mean, yeah, it was... I can understand if you're, like, an audio editor, like me.
Yeah.
But I use Audacity, which is really nice. And then, or if you're a film editor, you use Final Cut. But I mean, for regular people, you don't need Macs. You don't.
Yeah.
Yeah. You think you know what you want, but you really don't.
Yeah.
It's not as simple as the funny commercial with the jingle says.
Yeah, it's like, God, I don't know. I just want to punch people in the face.
Oh man, I don't know.
Who doesn't want to punch people in the face?
Yeah, that's the thing. And then also the other thing is that most people that actually, like make slideshows of their vacation pictures and whatnot, they don't even need like a special program or anything. The Windows 7 built-in DVD maker actually works pretty darn well for that.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
Although
it's like, really?
I will say, I'll give Steve Jobs some credit because back when he took over Apple, they were falling apart. They were, because what had happened was they were licensing the Apple Macintosh name and the Macintosh product so people could make Mac clones and use the OS on it.
I had a Mac Apple II clone a while back.
Yeah.
It sucked.
God.
And well, so yeah, but that's what was happening. They were licensing to all these people, and they were getting no money, and the clones were terrible.
And so it was also ruining their name as well.
Yeah, so it was ruining their name.
Oversaturate the market.
And then,
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that's exactly what they're doing. They're oversaturating a small market that they had, and so Steve Jobs took them, and they were like, listen, here's what we're going to do. And so he pulled off all the licensing, and now they still retain all the licensing, and that's the problem. They need to let some of it go, but they decided that that Steve says do this, they need to keep it that way forever.
That's because Steve Jobs can never be wrong. He is the holy man.
Also, he's fighting cancer, and that's kind of badass. So, look at that.
As the resident Mackie, I gotta make the defense for Mac here. Okay, what can I say that's good about Mac?
Oh, actually, I have something to say. They run very efficiently.
Yeah.
Because I mean, that's sort of a drawback because when you buy a new Mac, or when I was looking at a Mac in 2007, I mean, not like I wanted to buy it, but I was just looking at the specs, and it had a Pentium 4.
Wait, what?
Yeah, they had the one of the Macs, the iMacs, the low-end iMacs were running off of Pentium 4s, and this was in like 2007.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
And I remember thinking, that's one, really cheap of them, but two, it's surprisingly efficient that something can run that well on a Pentium 4.
Yeah. I mean, previously, before I had my Core i5 build, I had Windows 7 32-bit running on a Pentium 4 with no hyper-threading, single core. That thing was pretty slow,
Yeah.
I gotta admit.
Well,
But,
but I mean, that's like 7 years after the release of the Pentium 4. They're still using it.
yeah. And I know a lot of people that are still using Pentium 4s in like corporations. Heck, where I work, we still have tens of thousands of Pentium 4 computers that are running Windows XP because we haven't even upgraded from Windows XP yet.
Yeah,
I think they're doing that at my. They still haven't upgraded at my high school. Good God.
Yeah, when I was with Gmail chat with Kyucamo Yoshi, I was running. I said, "Hey, look, it's our favorite build," because my aunt was using a Pentium 4 with 1 GB of RAM.
That's not too bad for running XP.
Yeah, but I mean,
XP, we fly on that.
anyway, so
The only good thing I can say about Mac is that I like the interface. That's about it.
I can't stand the interface. It drives me nuts.
I feel like the interface though is just it's just Linux except for the taskbar is raised. That's it.
Yeah, and see, the thing is that really drives me nuts is the fact that two reasons. One, no right click. I cannot live without my right click.
You can right click. It takes a little time, but eventually.
And then my second thing is I don't really like how they kind of stole the interface from Linux almost, save for the dock thing. But yeah,
A power book.
yeah, something like that. Anyway,
We didn't steal it. We just did it better. Or
shut
so
up.
we think.
Have you guys
Or
not seen the
something.
Have you guys not seen the power book?
No, we haven't.
Oh, it's this. This guy was like asked to sell his PowerBook G5 or whatever to somebody on the internet, but he knew it was a scam because they wanted to use an escrow service. So what he did was he took a binder, broke a keyboard, glued the keys to the binder, drew a screen, and then just like drew like all the Mac icons and stuff, but all the Mac icons were wrong. Like it said like the place where it says files, it says kitty porn. And then on the back he drew a bunch of dots and he was like Firewire, USB, I don't even know what this is.
That's weird.
Power book.
That's
Yeah.
weird. Anyway.
That's awesome.
Yeah, then the other thing I also don't like is how, first off, iTunes is a huge bloat. I mean, huge bloat.
Okay, I'll use it only because, well, number one, I have an iPod Touch. Number two, even though it's a huge bloat, I still find it better than Media Player, Windows Media Player.
Yeah. See, for me, when I think of an MP3 player, I want something that supports a wide variety of file formats, has a good menu system, doesn't have a touchscreen or stupid scroll wheel, and most importantly, I can just drag and drop files like it's a flash drive. I don't want to have to use any sort of special program to upload my pictures and my music and my videos, and yeah.
Yeah.
So,
You want to say something?
Actually, well, I've actually got a Zune, a 30 gig Zune. I just don't have a cable for it, which I talked to a friend of mine who works for Microsoft, and she's getting me one, so that'll be nice.
Zune is alright. I like the Zune mostly because that's the only one I've ever tried, but.
So, anyway,
How do you use that when you have a Mac, Shuda?
I have a PC also.
Oh, okay.
I use the Mac because I think the PC's got a graphics card problem. I'm probably gonna have to go through and reformat everything.
okay. And then my last problem I really have to say with Apple is the parts they use. You get charged $1,000+ for a laptop that uses Foxconn parts. And I'm not sure if you guys have heard of the horror stories at the Foxconn factory. There's people there that actually commit suicide and what they did to resolve that is they installed nets around the building. That's messed up.
Hey,
Yeah, that's messed up. So, and
why haven't they been shut down yet?
because they're in
Taiwan.
Taiwan, and they also hide a lot of the problems they actually have from like news folks and whatnot.
How do you hide nets around your building?
Yeah, that's the thing.
Company
nets-
fishing team.
Yeah, company fishing team.
The fish are just gonna fly right up over the.
This is where we store them when
And
we
the-
aren't fishing.
The thing is that not only do they one of their main contractors is Apple, or one of their main clients is Apple. They also have other companies they make parts for: Dell, HP, Gateway, even and Acer. So. Kind of disappointed in them because of the fact that they're doing something kind of inhumane and at the same time making money for it. So
That's the way the world works, I guess.
Asus at least makes their own parts.
Yeah.
Hooray, Asus.
Well, I mean, at the same time, like, everybody else uses Foxconn parts, but doesn't charge as much.
Yeah. So, and that's also kind of the thing that really ticks me off sometimes is the complete noobs who say, "Oh yeah, I'm gonna get an Alienware gaming PC." You could just learn how to build your own. It's not actually as hard as you think. It still is.
Don't tell my dad that. I still remember when my dad made his ultimate gaming rig. Oh god. I think that's a $5,000 doorstop right now.
Like, with mine, it's a, like, low-end 64-bit, and then I just added a graphics card.
Yeah.
And a new power supply, that's it. And it was like $70, and it
Yeah.
runs great.
Though the thing is that I like when you custom build your own is that you get to pick the parts you want. So, and that was one of my main big deals when I built my Core i5 rig.
With no
So,
Foxconns.
yeah, no Foxconn in this system, actually. No Foxconn.
I don't think I have any in mine either. I'm not sure.
Which brand is it?
I have an AMD HP.
HP might be Foxconn. Maybe.
I just buy whatever's at Best Buy. I'm too lazy to build my own.
I'm trying to get a job at Best Buy. Listen,
Good luck.
I'm trying to get a job in the gaming section because, okay, I'll tell you, I know we need to get back on topic eventually, but the guy who is the day manager over at GameStop was taken by Best Buy because, number one, Best Buy offered him, like, a raise of, I think, like, $5 an hour.
Wow.
And then,
What?
well, to be in charge of the entire gaming section at a Best Buy. And he also said, listen, I was pretty much sick of GameStop. I'm fucking tired of, like, because GameStop is, like...
Stupid.
Yeah, they're awful. They do the same thing that Apple does. They price gouge everything. Because there is no gaming retail chain as big as GameStop.
Yeah, so they can command the gaming market.
Yeah, like, you trade in a game, you get it $5 for it. They turn around and sell that
Actually,
5 times as much.
The past few trade-ins I've gotten have actually been pretty good.
I've had
GameStop.
my GameStop where I live is actually okay. I mean, you can get a PS2 game for like $10, and then you can trade them in for like 2 or 3. So it's okay.
Okay, I think one of the stupidest things I saw at GameStop was they had a PS2 version of a game I was looking for $15. Then I walked by like their used 360 games, and there was a $10 version of the same game for 360.
Wow.
And it was like, you're charging more for the version I can't update?
Yeah. And that's why Steam is awesome.
Yeah, Steam...
Where was the topic?
right.
Wait, topic? What topic?
We don't have topics. I left the script at home.
Anyway, next topic.
Alright, last topic. Shuda's gonna love this one. Capcom canceled Mega Man Legends 3, and I quote from Shuda, that's too